Hello, everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. We are sitting here on Au- August 7, 1943. Got a crazy attack happening. 3 places in the Burma theater. And I'm very nervous, but my opponent, when he sent me the turn, he said that he mentioned me throwing everything at him in Burma, including the kitchen sink. So he did not indicate how it went, which is fine. I like not knowing, although I'm very nervous. So we'll see how it plays. Um, Saw some ship movements there in the north. Huh. We got some kind of activity over there by Darwin, but I can't. I have a lot of ASW assets there, and I'm still not getting any information. All right, so he's not protecting Rangoon, and he's not protecting Pegu. We've got plenty of stuff there, flying sweeps. Check that out. And Cap if he wants to bomb us. And I am attacking both of those. You know what? If it's foolhardy, it's foolhardy. I'm not even going to. If everyone watching looks at this and says, and wonders what kind of idiot um, called that attack, yeah, I am wondering that too. We'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, we just got the standard bombings here in China, although fairly effective. More effective than I would like. Our anti-aircraft cannot get here soon enough. The only way to destroy this, I'm not going to chase it around the jungle, is to bomb it. And the problem is he's on the coast, so he can pick these guys up with some kind of float planes, and I'm sure he has them with long range. So he's probably doing that as we speak. All right, so we're damaging him here, softening him up because I want to attack there as well. I can't. He has pretty good flag. Although we are at 6,000 feet, and the B-25G, oh, that's what's damaged. Yeah, we're flying really low, strafing there. And just for good measure, we're bombing that port. Maybe to no effect, but we'll see. So basically, I had all the B-25s hit Rangoon, and I think I could be mistaken in my memory, but it seems like I had everything else bombing Pegu because that's where he has the majority of his troops, and that's where I really want to have a breakthrough. If I don't beat him up in Rangoon, I'm okay. I really want to get Pegu, trap him in Rangoon. And that's making me nervous too. Port Blair. Basically, here's the thing. I know he's not out of this war. I know he has a lot of assets. I know he's willing to use them. And I'm very nervous about what he's got planned for me in all these areas. Man, that's just brutal. That flag. And we're flying at 20K. Oh, nice. Getting into his tanks, hopefully. Yeah, maybe. First tank division. It could be trucks, but... Alright. Hitting his runway. I've got recon, going back to look at Kandari, now that Ambon is secure. Alright, so, yeah, we're taking damage as we fly these paratroopers in. That's not ideal either, but the paratroopers are going to be in shock attack mode, so it's not going to be great. So our bombardment has effect. We will not be assaulting this for a while, for probably a long while. Basically, what my hope is this: we get the troops here. We've got a lot of troops. Hopefully, all of them safely offload. That's why I spread them out real thin. We get them all off the ships, and then we when we're able to bomb, we bomb from Burma. Alright, so we didn't hardly get anything off, but that's because they had to use the whole turn to get around here, and it's gonna be one more turn to unload. However, and we should be able to get a bunch off anyway. Yeah, 25th Indian Division is there in a small amount. Let's see. Yeah, we have he has a lot of assault value there. Okay, this shock attack is because of our paratroopers, and they're not very highly represented here. But hopefully, I have no idea the effect paratroopers have on an assault. But hopefully, it has additional disruption. I don't know how this is gonna go. Let's push it through. Okay, we eliminated something. It looks like it's 1-2, but maybe we caused a lot of damage to his troops. Let's take a look. He did have fort, which I am surprised. But let's scroll down here. So we didn't have as great of effect as I hoped. So that makes me hope that he didn't damage me as much as I was worried about. So let's oh, ouch. Ooh, ouch. Okay. So we're gonna have to like call that off. Okay. Oh man. Oh, that's brutal. This may or may not be better. It may be worse. So let's he's got so he had 6 units here. 2 of them must have got out. Um so let's push this on. He also had fortifications here, although this was 1-3, so it will be worse. Yeah, way worse. Alright, so we're going to have to pause big time. But I think we're in good shape holding these 2 cities. I mean, holding our position. I'll just put everybody to rebuild, uh, refit all the things, and we'll keep the pressure on. I don't think he'll be attacking us anyway. We have more assets coming down the pipeline. Not much more. But now that we got the fort down to 2, we keep the base damaged, and we can attack again after we rebuild a bit. But he surely has time to bring stuff in. All right, So I'm not going to take very long. I don't want to. Basically, I just wanted to look at this, and you can see the the fatigue, the disruption of our units here, as well as the TOE damage. Took a lot of damage on the 255th, things like that. I will be repairing and focusing on getting supplies in here. That's another downside of this assault is all the supplies used. This one does not seem as badly affected. Um, so we will stay here and probably push, not in one turn, but certainly we'll stay here. He looks like he's still moving out. Hopefully these guys recover quickly. I already have them all set to recover. I will stop bringing in the paratroopers and I'm going to turn that off because I don't need one unit doing a heroic assault. I'm okay with bombarding, I think, but don't need these guys going in. Oops, some heroic assault, and um, we'll stand down for now. In fact, I'm gonna supply transport. Although these guys, I'm gonna stand down. These guys took a major beating. But yeah, we're okay, I think, and he won't knock us out of here, I don't think. Um, so we'll hold. I think he's gonna leave this hex. We can take it, and then shift everything over here. I think Rangoon will be ours in a day or two. This here is weak. We have almost nothing here, but we should unload, and hopefully get everybody off before taking too much, because we'll have a whole turn now instead of just the very end of a turn. We'll have a whole turn to unload. I should get all this off, or a good chunk of it, but who knows? Here's hoping, right? So yeah, I just wanted to point these situations out. But yeah, now that these have we've assaulted here, damaged the forts, and the base is damaged. I think it'll be he won't be able to rebuild them. But anyway, and from now on I'll have only 3 bases to keep damaged. Um, and I may stop my bombardment of ground troops for now. We'll see. Anyway, there's a lot to talk about, but I'm gonna move on. Just to point this out, in case you're wondering, the Hermes is over here with very light, too light, air cover over Port Blair. It's just a few fighters, so we'll see if that's enough to chase off any bombing expedition. All right, see you next time. We'll talk about the 8th. All right, it's August 8th, 1943. Yesterday was pretty brutal. We lost a lot of good troops, and I'm unloading more things here, hoping to unload a lot before the air units might come at me. And we can quickly grab Dobo. Yeah, of course he can see us there, but we're gonna stick our neck out there and see what we can do. Now you see all that activity at Surabaya? My carriers are going up there. We're gonna raid that. Gonna raid that before we take a break for the winter. I say winter, I don't know why I said that. But we will take a short break while we build up Ambon. Take out, do a raid on Serbia, then probably go back to Darwin, prep an invasion of Kandari, and then, and then maybe take a break for, I don't know what date it'll be by then, but we'll see. We'll see where we're at. If it's a good time to go back home, let's say Sydney for refit. We'll see. See how it goes. Now, the biggest thing I'm trying to do at Pegu is knock out supplies. There we go. Plus, I don't know how, I don't know the mechanics. I think I mentioned this before. Plus, him having to fire all these anti-aircraft guns is going to use up supply too. We'll call this a red herring. I don't know. We'll, the biggest thing there is to try to, I don't want to telegraph what we're doing, but he probably, I mean, you can make a good educated guess that Kandari is our next action. However, I feel like I'm, who knows again, because I don't know what he's thinking. He doesn't exactly know what I'm thinking, but he can make good predictions. And I like to mix it up. For example, I totally disregarded Kapong. Could it be I pretend to disregard Kandari? I just don't know. Like, I don't know what he's gonna think. He spotted my carriers, I think. Or is that us spot? No, that might be us trying to spot us up. I don't know if he spotted us. This is all we got? Okay, we're gonna get hit hard, but we got flak. We may lose a bunch of ships. But come on, martlets. Let's do some. Let's make them pay, right? 5 martlets against all this. Now, where's he flying from? Probably not Chumfon, which is in range of my heavies. Somewhere down here. So he may be flying at extended range. But well, we chased the 0 away. But he's chasing our martlets away, so. Okay, here we go. It's from this task force here. He probably has like several carriers there. So he could really destroy. I need to get out of there. If I can. Alright, let's knock this out. How many troops? I mean, yeah, we did not unload at all what I was hoping to. This is so slow. That's unfortunate. But we're still gonna keep unloading while we have ships with troops on them. Alright, so the 25th Indian, this is just terrible unloading speed. Um, we have enough to hold our own, but that's not what I was hoping for. Okay, so he left. Okay, we could take. Thank you. All right. So he's given us Rangoon. We'll have to assault it. It looks like we may take it by proxy at the beginning of the turn, but I'm going to set my guys to assault it. Okay, well, with Rangoon we can get air cover over Port Blair. All right, I'm gonna have to gather my thoughts on this one. All right, I'm gonna jump right in here. We lost 13 aircraft. He lost 6. Wonder how many of these were sinking ships. Well, let's take a look. So, a couple of L's and some other things you can see here. P-40s. Okay, none of these are from ships. So, I need to get out of there though with the capital ships I do have in the Port Blair area. We didn't lose too many pilots. That's okay. And then ship sunk last turn. 6 ships worth a lot, ranging from a lot to a little. It's part of what I expected, so we'll suck it up. I mean, these guys are going to be on their own unloading some more if they've got them, and we'll just see what we can do. It kind of sucks, but anyway, so I'm gonna kind of move quickly because I want to get to the Burma theater, and there really isn't much to talk about. I'm regrouping transports and amphibious ships into Tarawa. I don't know why I'm down here. Tarawa. I'm gathering them because I want to build up. I want to organize them better. The APAs and AKAs are so much better at amphibious invasion. I want to really specialize. Send all the APs, maybe not all, but a good chunk of them back home to pick up more troops to bring them out here. But I want to keep. I want to just push heavily the APAs. Maybe the landing ships too. Those unload very quickly also. But and then I also have a whole host of transports coming back to Townsville for the same thing. So I'll be and also Darwin, all the invasion ships that were at Ambon should be coming back to Darwin as well. So basically, I'll be able to organize and try to make sure I focus, get heavy invasion of Sorong ready and Kandari. And now that I know he has carriers up here, I'm not worried about see all that. I'm not as worried about them in my neck of the woods over here. Also, as I was saying, I am going to do a raid here. There's not much to hit, so maybe that's a waste. I could. Okay, I purposefully parked here so that I could be in range of Surabaya. But what I might do is go right here and just have them on naval attack, and even Balikpapan can be a target. And I'll just set everything to range 7. And so anything Balikpapan, this, Surabaya, even if he's got anything at Chepo or Chepu. Um, but this is bad. I'm gonna have to send this back to Colombo post haste. I may even set target. I mean, for now, I'll set it way up here. We'll just shoot up here as hard and as fast as we can, I think. I don't have any fighter cover. These guys are going to have to just keep unloading as fast as they can. Also, I mean, I have land rating of 80. I mean, I was hoping that would really expedite this unload process. We've got everyone on replacement, but we also don't have a gazillion supplies. So as we lose troops, it's just going to be really difficult to get those back. Now I am bringing my paratroopers that are coming to Prom, and then from Prom I can probably paradrop them here for additional reinforcements, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. Um, he might be moving out of here, which is fine. So we're investing Pegu, and and I'm trying to get this guy out of here I mean, march up to Prom, merge with guys there. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna leave a token unit here to this guy for sure, so he can capture it, this RN base force. Because what I like is this 6-inch gun to kind of there's only 2 of them, so it won't do a lot, but maybe it'll hold back some enemy shipping. And I'd like to leave some anti-aircraft here, like so what I'm gonna do is essentially set everybody to move and invest Pegu. Let's all march to Pegu, and we'll start putting the pressure on. I mean, if I have 150K here, he has 150K here, it's going to be an epic standoff. But I'll have Rangoon, Rangoon, and that'll be very nice. But yeah, I might keep an artillery, but I'm not sure because these are mountain gun regiments. I don't know how good they are against enemy ship bombardments, right? So maybe we'll just move everything out except for these 2 aircraft. Maybe just leave them here to fend off any bombers. And then the rest of everything just move here, unless he's doing an amphibious invasion. And you know what? I might get this guy strategic move him down to Rangoon. Man, this is going to be really good. All these Rangoons, I'm going to set them all to basically head down there. 14th Army, all this stuff. Get it down there and um, build this up. And if we can get Pegu, open this rail, open up the Burma Road, bam, supply alleviated. I am already building up shipping to bring tons of cargo ships here to unload, so we'll see how that does as well. All right, moving on. So we've got things we're making headway here, making slower headway here. I'm probably gonna send this back as well. So sorry guys, I I didn't really help you out, I know. So yeah. Now let's just cover ourselves. Um, actually, I might do cap 70 local and head back. Oop, and head back. Because if he keeps going up this way, like to here, he'll destroy that. These guys are gonna. I'm almost tempted to go full speed. I might I might do that. Full speed to that to heck yeah. Alternatively, I could try to rush this, but I don't know what he has covering it. This is all I see, and he may have a lot of ships here. I really, 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 I'm gonna move. Okay, I'm gonna move these search aircraft to Bassine for now. Why can't I? Maybe. What am I? Why am I having trouble? Why can't I move it to Bassine? Oh, no, no, yeah, 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 yeah. So these are coastal, like float planes. So I'll need Rangoon or Pegu open to do it. They have to be on the coast. You probably everyone already knew that, but I was a little slow on that for the moment. But we have bombers here that are set to bomb. I think they're here. Naval. No, these. For some reason, they didn't go because they're set to range 23. Maybe we'll bump this up to 4K because that's plenty of range to fly in here and bomb some of these ships. But nope, we didn't do it. So that's unfortunate. And very interesting. He probably has fighters here covering this, by the way. It's just a guess. So maybe it's just as well we didn't go. Um, but yeah, I don't know that I'm ready to hit Chumpfon yet, but we have been resting our heavies since we uh, had that epic fight to that wake up call in Pegu and Rangoon a couple days ago. I guess it was yesterday in the game. So anyway, this is really the hot place right now, and so I just wanted to jump to it. There's really nothing else particular going on, but we got China is just the same old. But we have this artillery heading or an aircraft heading to Xi'an. That'll be there in 3 days for sure. perhaps two if we're lucky, if we get some good movement rolls. And then let me come back down here for a second. For those who are interested, we are making progress in building up this airfield here at Manokwari, and we are having progress repairing the damages here at Ambon. I have brought in some air units, including, of course, these PBYs, because we need to get forward search. And you can see here we're finding some things already here. Um, and then let's see. Both of these aircraft have long enough range to cover Kandari, so when we're ready to invade that, we'll be fine. We'll be in good shape. Um, I'm tempted. Let's see. I think this will flip to Airfield 1 tomorrow anyway, but I'm going to turn off the port. We'll get that for sure. Then we'll at least bring in a fighter squadron just to kind of protect ourselves here. And we'll keep bombing this. I'm rotating aircraft because these guys are getting heavily fatigued. So I'm rotating aircraft to um, keep bombing these guys. And I may have to start using these P-38s even. Have them do some the reason, by the way, yeah. So the reason I'm escorting, I mean capping this uh, hex is to shoot down any air transports that are flying over here to pick them up or bring supplies or whatever. I don't know if he has any even, but I also haven't been looking at Babeldaub, and I really need to get this base Manokwari built up so we can get these recons or some it doesn't have to be those squadrons, but get some recons here to look out at some of this stuff. Babel, Sorong, although we're kind of looking at already. Tournay, some of these things. Anyway, yeah, that was we had a crazy day, but we're gonna push on and see what we can do. I just don't want to give him even more points. I know I'm gonna lose some more ships here, but I don't want to give him even more points by leaving my cruisers here. We got to get out of here, so we're gonna flee, and it's unfortunate, but we might make it to we might make it to Akyab in one turn. Just boom, arrive here, get some fuel, and then make our way back to Colombo. These guys should be okay just doing normal speed. I'm not too worried about that. But anyway, thanks for joining me. And can't think of anything else. I know I kind of jumped right into this, but there really wasn't anything else to talk about. And so we'll see how my raids do in the what is this called again? The Java Sea, I guess. So we'll come, like I said, right in here. I think this is a great spot. If he has a sub, we've got shallow waters to destroy him, and should slink right past. Come in here, hit whatever, and then the next day, just go straight back to Darwin. So, well, take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.